Fueled by C4, Cellucor, and Extend. Use the code Clydesdale to get 20% off at checkout at c4energy.com. On Clydesdale Media, where we bring you the widest array of content here on our YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notifier so you're the first to know when new episodes are available. What is going on, everybody?
Hey.
Holy cow. Hey, Murph. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Roundtable. I just noticed there's a big logo up in the middle or up in the upper right-hand corner of our thing, and I don't like that. There we go.
Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay. One of our sister podcasts. Ow, shoot. Well,
Yeah,
that's going to be fun.
Omar, there was a lot of barking.
My earbud is stuck in my ear.
That sounds kind of awkward.
It hurts.
Are you hearing the echo?
I'm not.
Okay, now it's better actually. Oh, okay. I think it was something to do with that.
This is going to be rough. Okay. I'm going to have to get tweezers to get my earbud out.
Oh my gosh. Emergency starter.
Oh, what a way to start the show with a big bellow from Murph. And we do have echo according to Corey.
Corey says there's an echo, so I'll get my headset. Okay.
Okay.
It's just right here.
So yeah. So now I'm going to have to go get tweezers after the show. And not hear out of my left ear for the entire show. That's going to be fun. I'm guessing I'm going to have to go to the over-the-ear headphones myself.
Okay, how's this? Does it sound better?
Yeah, you sound great, actually.
Okay.
You kind of sound like the 1-900 number.
Oh, well, hello. Welcome to the Clydesdale Media Podcast Roundtable. We're glad you're here.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome.
So time change is really hard for kids typically, but I don't know if you experience this in your household, but it's also really hard for the dogs. And when it's food time or close to what they perceive as their food time, there's no messing around. But I'm kind of the same way. Like, don't mess with me if it's feeding time. Am I right?
Nate Radowski's in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
You gave birth to him.
I did almost 21 years ago.
Yeah, Walter, his get up and pee time does not alter with the time change.
Yeah.
So for us, it's like a 4 a.m. wake up call.
Plus, yeah, like I was already wanting to go to bed at like 7 p.m. last night. So there's that part too, where when it's dark, it's time.
Yeah, like my dog walk at 5:30 a.m. and he was mad his food was an hour late.
Yep. I mean, I get a stare down when it's 30 minutes until it's already like food time. All right, so eating dinner time here is 4 p.m. And at 3:30, we start getting notifications, alerts that it's going to be happening soon. And then add on, the time change. It is crazy.
Yeah. I do okay in the fall. The spring, I'm a mess. I just wanted to go to bed at 7 o'clock last night, and getting up this morning was fine. I actually just woke up early, and everything was cool. So, but you think how long will it take Murph to get past it?
You know, I think it'll be a few days, but I think he's just going to definitely just need to stare us down a few more times, but then we'll pull it together. I think we'll get there. I do.
Lex says same here. 4 p.m. feeding time, we get the stare down.
Yep.
Yeah. So it was Halloween this week.
Yeah.
In your neighborhood, oh my gosh, they go like to the nth degree in decorating. It is the most Halloween decorated neighborhood I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I love it because I don't have to put up the decorations to enjoy it and all the work, but I often wonder, where do they store them? Where?
That one house on the corner
The
has to
ones
have
that back to back?
multiple storage lockers.
So what's interesting is, true story, I think that house on the corner, they do own another house in the neighborhood on that street, just a few houses down, and in my mind, I've created the scenario. That's the house that they use for storing everything. Yeah, but like, you don't need to go to a haunted house. Just come walk around the neighborhood here and, get your spook on.
Yeah. Yeah. It's quite the place. So I wanted to pose like a weird question to you is typically Halloween candy like does not affect me. That's not the kind of food that I like.
Yeah.
But I found there was one candy that I had to like get out of my house
Good for you.
this year, right?
Mhm.
And I want to know, is there a candy like you cannot bring into your house Halloween wise?
Yeah, so I'm not really a huge candy person either, and how I usually solve that problem in general, like, for passing out candy, is I generally buy candy that I really don't like, so that if there's anything hanging around, that if I ever get, like, a craving, I wouldn't just go and grab that because I wouldn't be interested in it anyways. But if I had to choose, I would probably say go for a Kit Kat because it feels kinda light. Like if I eat a Reese's, or sorry, Reese's cup, that feels heavy to me. I like it. Like I like that flavor mixed, but at least it feels a little bit lighter to me to eat a Kit Kat. But that would be my only go-to. I can't hear you.
Okay, we got a couple peanut M&Ms in
Yeah.
the chat. We have Stroop waffles. Is that even a candy? I don't even know what that is. Almond Joy or licorice? Holly. Licorice?
Almond Joy?
I actually like an Almond Joy, kind of. Not
So
anything. But mine, the one that I like, just love, Nerds.
mm, mm. Yeah, see, I don't like sweet like that. Like that, I have zero interest in anything sweet.
Yeah, I'm on a fruit kick though right now. Like, and it's that same
Yeah.
kind of flavor.
Let me roll that back a second. I like red wine, the fermented, or grapes. I like red grapes, the fermented kind. That's the only thing. But the kind that I like is not sweet. But I would call that more in the sweet family.
So I guess I have had a Stroop waffle. I just didn't know that's what it was called.
What is it? Oh, okay. Oh, those look like a Christmas cookie.
So they actually have 0 sugar varieties of these. One time Julie and I were driving and they were selling them at the gas station and we got a 0 sugar version of it. And it kind of tastes breakfasty.
Yeah.
And it was kind of nice.
That one up there, the honey stinger, that's the kind I've had on when I'm doing marathon training.
I see.
But they also make like packets, like you could just of goo. But if you want to chew something, that is very tasty.
Damien with the chewy Werthers, he must be 60 years old.
It sounds like it. Like the hard sugar-free candy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you wear a costume this year?
I did.
What?
I went to a party
That I was supposed to go to. But I was sick. That is true.
I went as Marty McFly.
Oh, good. That's fun. What did Julie
my
dress
wife
as?
went as her 8th grade scrapbook.
So did she have like stickers and things on her?
She literally took stuff out of her scrapbook and put them on poster board. like all around her. And so she had like a report card. She had like ticket stubs, everything that she had collected back because it was an 80s theme party.
Yeah, she's pretty
So-
creative like that.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
And I love a good theme party and costume party. I do. I mean, I'm into that. It
I
just was
know.
not a good week for me. And then, yeah, being ill.
Beth and Rip were at the party last year, but someone
I
got
know.
sick.
I know. Because I would not show up without a costume. I mean, you know that.
Yeah. But there was no euchre this year either. So they were protecting their money.
Yeah, they're afraid of us. We know.
I know. So I have this friend who's been working on a ring muscle up. And that's what the thumbnail of the show is about today.
I was wondering at first, I was like, what the heck is that?
And so in the thumbnail, you see that Amy is in a full kip, ready to go for her ring muscle up. And if I didn't have a meeting right before this, I would have downloaded the video to see the end result. But I can try to play it.
Yeah.
To my camera.
Can I just tell people what the answer is so that they know? Because since they're just waiting.
Well, it only takes me a second. Okay. Can you see that? Yep.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. She did not. But it's literally the closest I have ever been. I actually was on top of the rings and kind of through.
It is probably the closest I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, it felt different than the other ones.
I thought you were going to stick it.
I did.
But the best is your coach is filming you and whispers, "Oh my gosh," as it goes.
Yeah, he did. He was like, "Oh my gosh." I sent it to him today and he didn't even know that he had said that. And then we had a few more, like, because we were so close and we were feeling pretty positive. We always do the attempts like at the end of our session. So we spend a lot of time doing drills, like transition drills. We spent a lot of time doing strength. So I've been working on strict strength and false grip holds. And like, that's what we do the majority of the time. And then, the last couple minutes we'll just spend on a couple of attempts. And his goal was, he's like, I'm going to give you, let's do some attempts, but I'm going to give you some assistance. And he did one or two, but I was leaking into bad habits, meaning like I was like, I don't want you to assist me. Let me just do a few and let's just kind of review the footage. And then when I came down, even I was like, oh my God, I almost stuck that. Like that felt different. I know. You know what my husband says, Corey? This is what he said. He goes, I think at this point you just don't want to do one because you literally just need to fit it. Like, I don't know why you haven't done it. Still can't hear you.
Doing the hard part.
Yeah. Guys, it's going to happen this year.
The dip.
Yeah.
So that kind of posts a question in my head is we're in the off season. Mm-hmm. So your hole that you're working on is a ring muscle up. Mm-hmm. My hole that I'm working on is body weight movements. Okay. So I did a push-up challenge in October. November is a squat challenge. And so I want to know from the crowd or the audience, what are you working on this off season? And I'm guessing Corey is working on crossover double unders or single unders.
Oh, or single unders. Crossover. Okay.
Yeah. But like it is the kind of, even though we're not like really like real athletes, like competing for the CrossFit Games, it is kind of like that time of the years for us in the north. It gets cold. You can't really do a lot of outdoor fitness. So I thought Charlie was unavailable to come on today.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he's peanut gallery over here.
Yeah. But even us amateur athletes are doing working on holes in the off season so that when the open comes, like we're just a little bit better, right? And for me, moving faster and more efficiently through body weight movements is going to help me in the open,
Right.
right?
And I think just like what you were saying, even amateur athletes or just athletes who are wanting to use the open as a tool, like it's just allowing us to use that timing to be like, okay, this is where I'm testing some of my fitness, and we're wanting to improve our fitness and health, right? So why not use this time to also focus on those things that will help fill those areas of improvement.
So Damien says, my hole is staying injured. I've been there, been through that. And it took a complete mindset shift to get me past that. So I will pray for you, my friend, that you will get out of that, because that is a horrible hole to be in. Corey is working on all things, but mostly working on smashing Charlie come February.
Yep.
Kenneth is overhead strength.
Like Kenneth, like shoulder to overhead, that kind of stuff, or like even like overhead squats, or just all overhead strength. I'm curious for details there.
He did say it's never not bulking season. Holly, so many things to work on. Been there too.
Yeah. On all. Okay. Kenneth says all.
Yeah.
Love it.
I'm sure Lex is working on what body part she's going to have surgery on this season, because it happens every year.
For real?
So a year ago, it was neck surgery. A couple weeks ago, it was elbow surgery. I told her that Carolyn just needs to wrap her in bubble wrap whenever she goes to the gym.
Yeah.
So, Kenneth, you're really trying to convert to CrossFit, dude? You've been fighting it for so long.
Yet such a loyal listener to CrossFit, all things CrossFit.
I know.
Just take a little sip of Kool-Aid.
Demand.
Did you work out today, Scott?
So Mondays are not going to be a workout day before our show.
Okay.
I've got to figure that out now because of my work, my day job. So, so yeah, I'll do something probably in the garage tonight, and then tomorrow back into the gym. But actually, I got notice today that Polaris was without water.
Huh. Weird.
So it got shut off with construction going on up around there. So if you're going to the gym and you get a notice that something has been shut off at your gym, what is the deal breaker?
Well, we've worked out. We've had the electricity off and we've worked out. We've had music off and worked out. Well, I guess that comes with both of those usually. I mean, flushing toilets is pretty darn important at a gym, especially early mornings. So
that it is, especially with a couple of our friends.
Yeah. So I would say water might be the shutdown. Yeah.
Yeah, they were keeping it open, but they were letting people know
you can't use our shitters.
And there's no water to drink. So
yeah. This is true, Charlie. He wasn't there today. He said his alarm got shut off.
I've heard that excuse at least 1,000 times.
Yeah. It's so weird how that keeps happening, that same problem.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, you should share my photo of Murph.
This?
Yeah. Of Murph's costume.
Do I have Murph's costume? Okay.
Go to my Instagram.
Okay. I'm telling you, this earbud thing is really getting on my nerves.
Does it feel like that there's a bug living inside your ear?
It feels very itchy.
Oh,
Yeah, this is. But I will play hurt.
yeah, you're gonna need some extraction happening. Just don't. Can't even say it because Charlie's gonna take it and go the wrong way with it.
Gosh, I forgot. Yeah, there we go. All right, here comes Murph.
Yep. There's Murph. That was his costume. Cousin Eddie. Didn't even happen on purpose. Here's how it happened. There's a store that I love called Aldi's that has a random aisle that has random things that you don't know you need until you go down them. So what had happened was this day I walked down there and they said, "Do you need a flannel with a matching hat for your dog?" And I said, "Yes." And I put him on and the hat made me think of Cousin Eddie. And he always, if I give him a rawhide bone, he always holds it like that. So I was like, perfect. Here we go.
Do you remember Triumph, the insult comic dog?
Nope.
So it was like a rubber puppet of like a Doberman,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a cigar in its mouth.
Yeah.
And it would talk.
Nice.
Yeah. But that is way more Cousin Eddie than Triumph the insult comic dog. But
yeah,
very, very cute.
That's how we tie both of these things. Huh?
We went costumeless for Walter this year.
So one of the things about me is I always wanted to be a mom, and I love being a mom, and I love celebrating things like that. And when my kids are clearly older and moving on into definite adulthood, I, just took to the dog like it needed a Halloween costume. And so now I do that every year.
Chelsea Miller, love it. Amy, Chelsea Miller, I need your address.
Oh, what?
You were the winner of one of our mystery packs of mint trading cards, and I need your address to get that out to you. So if you could shoot me a DM. Yeah. Yeah, you don't need to put it in the chat. We don't need the whole world to know, but just shoot me a DM and I'll get that out to you as quickly as possible.
Oh, look at that.
Oh. Okay. I'll have to check.
Can you please talk to this heckler we have?
Why? You're the one that can punish him, not me.
I can't punish him. He's almost 21. Anyway.
Is he living with you?
He is, so I can just start.
You can shut him off.
Yep, I can.
Cut
off your water.
You may pay for that more than him.
I know that won't happen. But you know what? My parents live really close. I bet he can move in with them.
ACR says, "Don't make me put you in timeout."
That's right.
Kenneth is like, someone needs wrenched.
Yeah, new password for the Wi-Fi. That's right.
Yeah, that would be crippling right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I did make an impulse buy this weekend.
Oh, I love impulse buys when it's somebody else's. What?
So I've been telling everybody I sold a bunch of my sports stuff to get a camera to be able to take on the road, to do better interviews, all that kind of stuff. And I was going to buy a battery grip, which is a grip that goes around the battery and it holds multiple batteries.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to change them out as much. But my camera doesn't have the ability to take a battery grip. So I made all this extra money, but no, I can't get what I was going to get anyway.
So you bought a new camera instead.
So I bought a Nintendo Switch.
So not related at all to what you were originally.
No.
That's what I was waiting for. Well, I'll tell you what. You and Nate can just get on your Nintendo Switches and be playing each other.
Well, this is the embarrassing part.
Oh, gosh.
So I got it on Friday. Saturday night, Julie and I were home alone, and we're like, let's play some Mario Kart. Julie
Hours?
beat me 6 times.
And I bet she told you about it and talked so much smack to
She has
you.
not stopped talking about it.
I love
She's telling everybody. We
Yeah.
went to brunch with my nephew for his birthday, telling them about how she beat me 6 times. Now, I did beat her like 20 times. But those 6 times she won, she's bragging about pretty hard.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's pretty fun. For real.
Yeah. Well, it's just kind of like, it's something her and I can do together.
Yeah.
And just kind of escape from reality, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
So, Kenneth says his wife has treated him bad for beating her at Mario Kart.
Kenneth, here's the other thing I'd like to know. Does your wife have dreams that you've done something horrific to her, and then does she wake up mad at you the whole next day? Because that happens over here a lot.
Happens here a lot too.
I know. It's a thing. We could probably have a whole podcast on that. So I always wake up and tell Scott all the terrible things he did in my dream. And I said, I know you, Scott, didn't do them, but Scott in my dreams did them. Yep. It's a thing, Kenneth. It's hard to just wake up and know that it's not real.
And it's impossible to defend yourself. Chelsea Miller says her husband has done that to her.
That has not been my experience, but I'm glad that it's dual. Now, Scott, let me give you a little piece of advice when you go to extract that headphone.
Yeah.
Do you want to be careful not to shove it down even further? You just want to grip it. Got it?
Yeah. Grip it and rip it.
Grip it. Well, ease it. Grip it and ease it.
Yeah, this is the second time this has happened with these monitors. So I think I'm gonna have to change my.
You know, I've never had that problem when I wear these.
No.
So you should just wear these and you won't have that problem.
Yep, I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have a pair of
them.
those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought a pair for the road. So I could go get them and do that, but I would just be putting it over the embedded piece of ear thing right now, so it doesn't do me any good.
Yeah.
So should I take a plunger and just try to pop it out? Tweezers?
No, you need another person to do this. And you need to have a flashlight, gloves preferably, and tweezers. Okay?
I don't have anybody here. I'm not making it till Julie gets home from work.
You're not using a plunger on your ear.
I'll use tweezers.
Thank you. Just text me if you run into any problems.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is going to be fun.
Yes, we'll make sure to update us all.
Yeah, well, stay tuned next week and see if I still have a piece of earphone in my ear.
And see if I get a muscle up.
There you go. So much to look forward to. And to our co-hosts for not being here. We'll see everybody next time on the Clydesdale Media Roundtable.